So hello everyone. Today I decided to make a little Slayer guide for Dagonnoths, as you can see probably. Um, my last bank video was a bit fucked up because I didn't have the full version of fraps and I have to do 30 seconds each, so that was a little bit weird. Hope you don't mind that. So yeah, let's just get started, I guess. Um, okay, so I'm sure you all know where as you kill Dagonnoth you can just see how much Slayer level you need, and then you can get assigned it by a Slayer Master, like Kurodel, or no, that's the same, or just any Slayer Master, and then you can travel here by rub the Games Necklace and choose Barbarian Outpost. Um, as for gear, you can use. I recommend if you don't have a Slayer helmet from that quest, I don't really know what it is. Then you could just use a black mask. It increases your strength and attack by 50% when when slaying monsters that you are being assigned, and after you're done a certain quest, you can be able to use 3 different items to make a Slayer helmet. You have to buy the option to make that for 500 Slayer points, which you get after completing Slayer task. And after that, yes, so that was the helmet slot. For the aura slot, I recommend everything from Reverence, as you can see I'm using because I use prayer, or just any kind of the boosts that uses prayer or inflicts damage, as simply as penance or vampire, or any of just like whichever is fine, just not the skilling RCs. They are not gonna help you at all. Okay, cape slot. If you are low level, I would suggest the best cape you could use, such as Obsidian cape. Um, you can also use a skill cape if you have level 99. In such skills, you gave it 9 plus defense, but attack. No attack bonuses. That sucks a little bit. But I used my Fletchy cape for about like 1 year when I was slaying, and it worked really well for me. Okay, so or just a fire cape, max cape, completion cape, Tucker Call, or wherever you got is fine. Okay, so in the amulet slot, I recommend as lowest one Glory, as I use it has 10 bonuses in all attack styles and 3 in all defense styles. And if you don't have it, I suggest just a amulet of strength, amulet of power, or just the fury if you have the money for it and the stats. So the the shield slot, I recommend everything, whichever shield is good from your level. I reach a Dragon Defender because of the 25 attack accuracy. It's really good. I think it's better than the Dragon First Shield, even if it does give one more strength. What's it? Strength. Yeah, just one more strength accuracy or whatever. And this gives okay. So the Dragon First Shield gives 6 strength bonus. This gives 5, but has little defense but a lot of attack accuracy, so I choose this over the Dragonfire Shield, which costs like 7-8 million. I haven't really checked in a while. Okay, so the chest. In chest, any Barrows item will work good. Rune, dragon, whatever is fine, whichever you got. So yeah, actually I use a fighter torso. It doesn't cost anything, but it takes a really long time to get. Like, I think it's like 10 hours, 10 to 15 night 15 10 to 15 hours, and it has 4 strength bonus and a little death, so it's really good. You can compare it to the Bandos chestplate, and it's really good. On the weapon, I suggest, if you only have 4 attack, and then you can use Rune Scimitar, Rune Longsword, or if you have 16 you can use Dragon Scimitar, Dragon Longsword, whichever one of them you prefer. Or if you have 80 attack and 80 engineering and have used the 200 kudos on tokens on the rapier, then it's really good for Slayer because of its accuracy and has fast hitting. So you can see it, I'm hitting really consistent and high hits, so it's really good for Slayer. The longsword I just recommend if you're bossing. You can see RuneShark, they bought in their Ghost of from scratch, they bought the longsword instead of the rapier for bossing because it's better. It may be slower, but it have higher attack bonuses for using against bosses which hide with high gestures as General Grador, Commerciliana, or just Samarok. Okay, so we move on the legs. As I said, any Barrows item will do good. You can see I'm using Dragon Plate legs because it's cheap and it can be compared with the Barrows items, and I could buy Bandos tassets, but it's really not that much of a difference, only that the strength bonus, because I only really have in this. I could use Ring of Health to gain a little casual slaying, but I'd rather have the strength bonus, so I don't mind buying the balance sausage because only of the 4 strength bonus. That's just not worth it in my eyes. But if you have the money, buy Bandos chestplate or whatever chest or tassets because it's really good. A lot of people use it, or Rune will work just fine. The gloves, you can use the cooking gloves from Family Crest. They give a 2 strength bonus, and they're really good if you really don't have any other options. I use the Barrows gloves from Receipt for Disaster. You need a 176 quest points, and it is really good. I think the only better one would be the oh, what's it called? The Dominion gloves. Oh, what the fuck are they called again? I don't really remember. Where like it's like mage, range, and melee gloves. So yeah, just use them. If you don't have anything else, then just don't bother use gloves. If you have some low defense and no quest, then that is really what I recommend. Okay, so let's move on with the boots. As I said many times before, if you have low def, use everything from Mithril to Black to Adamant to Rune. I really recommend getting 60 defense in all melee stats before starting to slay, because it's really gonna affect the slaying a lot. Your melee stats does a lot, and I would recommend getting 70 prayer for the piety. So yeah, and you can use the steadfast. They're worth a little bit much, but if you have the money, you can happily get them if you want. They're really good and get only boots in the game that they gives offensive stats. Okay, so the ring. The low levels, if you are afraid of dying because of low defense, you can buy the Ring of Life, which will save you if you get under 100 life points. Goddamn, you Ring of Ferocious Ring, I hate that in Kurlas Dungeons. Ferocious Rings, if you have a 75 Slayer and have been assigned a Slayer task from Kuradel, which consists of one of the Slayer monsters inside her dungeon, you can use the Ferocious Ring For an extra 40 damage, whatever you hit, if you hit under 40, you will not get the bonus. But I always, as you can see, hits over 40, so I always get that extra damage in the dungeon, and it really helps out. So yeah, it works as a ring of life in the dungeons. When you get under her LP, it teleports you to melee when you train Slayer, because you may want to see Rune Shark's Slayer, James's Slayer series. He got like every melee, every combat stat. He got to 99 before he got even 85 Slayer, so he has to grind out all that extra melee experience when slaying, instead of just getting that experience while slaying, which is much more efficient, and is currently what I'm doing. But I'm probably gonna get 99 defense before 99 Slayer. So yeah, that's just a heads up. For slaying you really don't need any skill levels. Maybe let's see. For of course, it's always worth it to go to get dungeoneering up to 80 and buy that Korik for slaying. It's really gonna add up. Like me, it's have been a huge improvement since I bought my rapier and started slaying with it. The cost is, I know the cost is 2 mil for a full upgrade, but as I have 85 dungeoneering for frost dragons, I get that in like 1 hour, so it's nothing to me. Okay, if you have a lot of cash, not like me, I got like 10 minutes ago I got 30 clean torsos from Necreals. That was like 1 mil, so we can add that to that. I had like 50 mil before that, like, so it is possible to make money from slaying, or the chance is very low, because you merely always loses money while slaying, because you simply don't get that many drops. But my best drops have been Vecna School for 1 mil, and two clean torsos drop worth 1.5 and 1 mil each. 2 drops of battle staffs, 200 of them, which is 1.5 mil each. That is like 4 mil, but I'm pretty sure I've used more on Slayer all in all. So, but if you just do a couple of trips at Frost Dragons, then you're gonna be good for supplies, both super strength and okay, let me talk about the poots. Even if you're real low level, using pot. If you don't use pots, then just don't slay. If you don't use pots, it's really not that efficient to slay at all. So always use pots. Always use pots. If you don't use pots, it's like swinging with 3 shoes or something like that. So if you have high herbal level enough to make extremes or even overloads, then you can use that, but I don't, because I'm actually really poor and I can't afford either prayer or herblore. We'll see about that. And so yeah, I would actually you can use a cannon here if you'd like to, but I don't want to use cannon because I'm a cheap ass, and I don't think it's worth the money to. If when I get like 99 Slayer, a lot of cash, and my Herblore and Prayer up, I will probably use cannon here, but for now I'll just don't, because I would like to save some money. I actually just use cannon on our inspectors because they're a pain in the ass, and at Frost Dragons, of course. Okay, so I think that wraps it up, and thank you for watching. Comment and subscribe if you would like to. I am thinking of making videos with one of my friends at school. He's gonna make Minecraft videos and I'm gonna make Runescape videos. So if you liked it, please comment why you liked it, give it a like, and subscribe if you would like to. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day.